A political candidate has asked you to conduct a poll to determine what percent of people support her. If the candidate only wants a 5% margin of error at 90% confidence level, what size of sample is needed? So you're asked to conduct a poll. So what should be the minimum size of the sample you'll be selecting? How many individual you'll be asking? So remember one thing, if the politician gets support, the p hat must be at least greater than 50%. So the minimum requirement is 51%. So that is where we are going to start, because if C get 51%, then the people are in her favor. C gets the support. If it is less than 50%, C is not supported by the people. So the minimum requirement is 51%. That's where we are going to start. Let's write that down first. If political candidate make sure you write this down, gets support, p hat is equal to 0.51. That is the minimum requirement. And in this question, they have given the margin of error, which we write as ME. See, want the margin of error to be only 5%, meaning of that is 0.05, 0.05. And the confidence level is, let's write that down, confidence level, which is C, is equal to 90%, 0.90. That is given to you. We want the sample size, and the formula for the sample size is, let me write that also. We know the sample size N is equal to P hat, which is 0.51. So your Q hat will be, you know that your Q hat will be 1 minus 0.51, that is equal to 0.49. So we need P hat, Q hat multiplied to Z sub C divided by margin of error quantity squared. So by using this formula, we'll get the sample size. We have P hat, we have Q hat. We don't have Z sub C, we have the margin of error. We don't have this Z sub C. So we are going to find Z sub C for 90% confidence level using the Z distribution, because we are looking for Z sub C. So for that, along the x-axis, you will have the Z score, and then 90% area in the middle. 90% area is in the middle. So this area here is 90%. Let's label that. That's your C, which is 0.90. Now the remaining 10% is on the tail, so 5% each on the tail. So this one is 5% or 0.05. This is also the 5% area or 0.05. The values which are here and here are the critical value. So this is Z sub C, and this is Z sub negative C or negative Z sub C. So this value, in order to find that, Z of C is inverse normal in our TI-84 calculator, which is second vards and number 3. Area to the left of this, 90% is here, 5% is here, which is 95% or 0.95. Mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. Let's use our TI-84 calculator. So inverse normal 0.95, mean 0, standard deviation 1. I got 1.6449. That is the Z critical at 90% confidence level. Okay, once we have this Z sub C, now we are going to plug in here to find the value of N. So let's do that. So this implies your N is equal to P hat is 0.51, 0.51, multiplication sign in your calculator. Then Q hat 0.49, multiplication sign in your calculator, and then parenthesis begin. Inside the parenthesis, we write g sub c, which is 1.6449. Divide that by margin of error, which is 5% or 0.05. Close the parenthesis and square it. Now, if we simplify that using calculator, you should get 270.4614. We are asking the number of people 270.4. So we cannot ask 270 and 0.4. When we say 270 and more, meaning of that is 271. 271. So the required sample size is 271. So let's write that down. So required sample size is 271.